Well, hello everyone. This is Ginger One Yummy. We're gonna show our updated Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. This isn't going to be a thing where we don't have the firewall defenses, so we're not playing anything too much from the new set. So we're just playing what we can play with the general code talkers on their own. So starting with our 2-card combos, we have Debug and Microcoder. Basic stuff, they are the main searches of the deck that enable us to do the full code talker combos, and they also get us our assigned cards and other commodities. Next is our 2-rolls. We only playing 3 sets of 2-rolls, so these are the Parallel Seeds, the Flame Buffalo, and the Link Slur. My problem with playing 3 is I don't always want to see the Parallel Seed. Yeah. So 2 Parallel Seeds, 2 Flame Buffaloes, 2 Link Slayers. And these are just like I said, we don't want to see them all the time. We only see them to see them perfect opportunities. That's why we use collecting the thing when we need them. Well, except Link, so we don't use collect to him. Next, one else. I'm gonna start off with the most important one off is Ibli. You don't need any more than just the one now, because not every link combo can end on him, and it's gonna lose favor maybe with me in the future, because it's not the reason I've won most of my duels recently, or a lot of them. Next are what I consider the Link to Special 2 combo, which is in for fire and cyac. Cyac is hard to get rid of because I don't know what to replace it, and Link for fire is just easy to special summon. It's like a free special summon for the deck, but we need a Link monster to point down, so it's not exactly that. Then we have Format Skipper. Basic thing is level 5 or higher, so he can search the Parallel Exceed. He can become the requirement for any Link monster for Link summon, so if we decide to, we can add Ignis to play him. Next is Backup Secretary. This is a returning card from long ago to the deck, so this is our this can return safely from the deck because, well, with what we're going to be playing, this is a safe card to return to the deck. It's a free special summon. It's got a better version we have later on, essentially, and it's relatively easy to get. Next are the Generate Escape combo. Like I said, you go in hand, except when we use Generate on the field to search. But most of this is just generated dot skip combo, where dot skip is sent to the graveyard, special summon. And yeah. Next is, like I said, a better version of Backup Secretary, which is Cyber's Converter. He's not that easy to get, unfortunately. Is he printed in common? Yeah, that doesn't make him easy to get. I see people struggling to get this card when they want him. He's actually very good, and he can turn a Nibiru token into a Cypress card, so you could continue your combo extensions like that. He's only a free special summon if everything you control is Cypress, though, which is very likely. Next are some of our format skipper searches, which are Scripton, and gets you even more so because he's got that cool protection effect that he puts on a monster if he leaves the field. Scripton, if you need to banish your monster from your graveyard, special him, and then if he's linked off, return that a banished Cypress monster to the deck. And it can be an extra deck card. And yeah, so we got that. Next are thrills in spells, which are all just search spells, which are silent mining to get us the basic startup search, and codec to just be the combo search. So basically, startup search, combo search, that's how you identify them other than seeing the cards. It is to note that in a lot of variants I've seen, they don't run codec anymore, which is confusing to me, because codec is +5 in card advantage, and it works well with every code token, which is prevalently played in nearly every Cypress deck. Next are the only 2 of spells, which are Silent Rollback. Yeah, no, this was definitely needed for the deck, where we banish our own monsters quite often, not all the time, but this can be used for if our opponent banishes our monsters, or if we banish our monsters. We're more likely going to banish the link monsters or access code, and then recover it with rollback. So yeah, so rolling back into the other cards, that was a bad joke. Oh, one of the spells, which are 3 normal summon, Ebony No Suicide, and Corporate Aggression. So this is basically used for traditional normal summon. Its battle effect doesn't make a whole lot of sense just for us to use, because most of the cards we do battle are 0 to 1000 attack, and we normally just get rid of the field anyway. Like I said, Ibli No Suicide, this is just Ibli from suiciding into us, and because it's Balance who can search it, we have to use the Balance. Well, not have to, but we prefer to. Balance is already a very powerful card for the deck to use. And called by, how do I explain this best? Oh, I don't need to. Like, if you know the last few years of Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't need to explain what called by actually can do for a lot of decks. Next, I'm breaking down what I've done last time when I started the link 1s. This time I'm going from the highest line downwards. So our link 4s are all just boss battles, which are Afromax, access code, firewall. This is probably gonna change, I'm not sure, because you can pretty much play this with only the firewall main deck monsters added to the deck, and it will still be just as effective. But yeah, these are 10 out of 10 cards. The easiest one to get right now is Afromax because of the Maze of Memories. Firewall, not so much. Access code, again, not so much. Like, access code was short printed, and firewall hasn't been printed in an easy way to get since Eldorado. Well, actually, Eldorado was its last printing, but even then, it's not easy to get. Next are trios, and again, these cards aren't easy to get anymore. And then some of them did have guaranteed printing, so let's go through them. It's the link 3 code talkers that we place. We're starting with new one, Protect Code Talker. Protect Code Talker is our link 4 protection man, and it sucks that he's not link 4, because if he was, this effect he has could potentially protect himself, and it would be very good. He does have an effect with firewall, but we need more of the extra deck firewalls to make use of this effect. Next is Xcode, Transcode, Shooting Code, Heat Form. These are basic cards we played in the past. Transcode, Xcode, two massive combos, instead of two cards that go together in my deck like butter and bread. They're very good at going together, and with non-targeting and non-destruction, it hurts a lot of the decks we've seen. Heatstorm is our hand trap support. That's not even a joke, that's literally what he feels like a lot of the time playing this deck. And then Shooting Code is there to search the water monsters of Kodak. Other than that, his effect isn't very unique or useful. We do have a huge amount. Next we're going into a trap cards of the deck. So yeah, I'm doing this out of order deliberately. Interim Conflict. So the reason I wanted to do this out of order is this conflict feels like it's gonna be a staple for me in this upcoming format, so that's why. And I do like to do the staples last in every type of build I do of the deck. Core buy not so much, because there is a new card that we are gonna show that is called buy on steroids. And if you know, you know. Next we have the last staples, which are the triple Ash Blossoms, the triple Veilers. These should be easy to get, because with the recent way that structure decks print stuff, the hand trap should be relatively easy to get. So Veiler is the most structure deck printed hand trap, and Ash is taking up a spot in that. I will also mention Income has structure deck printing, so it also should be easy to get, but it's no longer. I believe the structure deck edition sold out. Now going back to the extra deck, yeah, I'm fucking missing one. Link 2s, we only played the 3. We got rid of Update Hammer, we don't need him in the deck, he doesn't do anything with the combo, he just is there. And this deck already OTKs without him, so that's again another reason we don't need him. But basically, Kotoka starts this whole chain of events where you link you, or get into a Signet card. Splash Mage, where so he can literally recover a board or extend it, really doesn't matter. Inverted, he's pretty much the guy we summon in the middle here. If not, we summon him anyway he points to 2 zones. So he's that guy, and he does do a special summon of any Cyber monster in our hand, which a lot of the time is good, and especially because you can chain block him for Codex, so you get the search, so you can choose to special summon the card you just search. Sometimes I don't even do that, I just special summon a card that I didn't summon yet. Next is the Link ones. Balance, Link, Talkback. These Link ones, they don't actually combo extend. Balance finishes off the combo, Ling is there just in case trap cards, and Talkback only recovers our board. So, with the most useful one being Balance, because he gets the Iblino Suicide. Yeah, he is quite good. Ling, I'm not so sure in that regard, because again, I'm seeing less and less people playing traps generally, unless it's a trap focused deck. So unless a trap focused deck becomes part of the meta, I will not keep him in the main. Yeah, I will move him to the side. And Talkback is probably gonna get removed because it's a very annoying requirement to be a level 2 or lower Cybers monster. So there's really no point in keeping him if he's not gonna just help in general. Next there's the side. Now I decided to do something pretty much for an asshole reason, and that's my side changes my combo deck to control deck. Starting off, we have 3 copies of Time Turing Morganite, which got pre-release, and thank God I got a card that got me well, thank God to Hero Nero for the 1, because he literally gave me the bonus pack he won, and I pulled one, and then I pulled a secret to get the other 2. So yes, thank God for that. Also check Hero Nero out. Next up are the 2 Dark Rulers. So we can play this with Time Turing Morganite going first, but we usually play it to swap out the side with Time Turing Morganite, so we send it off to the grave for signing money, because usually when we're going first we don't need to activate this and it just becomes a free send to grave card. The other option with this is, yeah, just going second. Next are what we use to just fuck with our opponent. You're not allowed to play unless you play around all of these cards. So 3 D barriers and 3 rivalries to start this list of. These are the last remaining 3 of who play. The D barriers don't affect our deck at all, and even if we add the Fusion Synchro Xyz or Ritual Cybers monsters to the deck, it won't affect the combo because you can play around that as well. And then rivalry is just to say this one thing: every rivalry lock is dick. Next is the 2s, which are both from the Traptrick Structure deck, and you should pick these cards up from the Traptrick Structure deck if you're going for them, which are the 2 Runnies and the 2 Gravediggers. Yeah, I'm gonna put this out there with Gravedigger, with Morganite stopping the in-hand effects already. Gravedigger only needs to worry about the graveyard effects or the banished effects, and the inflict 2,000 damage isn't necessary, but it helps us. Just if we're going into time, this helps, but if we're not, it just helps us OTK faster, or at least we can burn enough from them that it pisses them off. And then evenly, we all know why this card's here. It removes everything. Even he's just, hey, let me see your board. Oh wait, you don't have one, do you? And then, just for shits and giggles, some tokens, because we get Nibiru enough to play these. Also, we played these too sometimes when we say you can't play that zone because Xcode can do that. And that's been the deck. Now, I deliberately did it in such a weird order because I wanted to do something different and weird with this deck profile.